Welcome, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in.
Good to see you guys. Um, Tuesday night is one of my laughing places. Yeah. I think Disney is pretty much everybody's laughing place.
Safe to say. Yeah.
That's in here. Yeah. Yeah. To kind of go along with our theme tonight. And we're going to talk about Splash Mountain. And, we've got a kind of, ride closures for Walt Disney World or any Disney park is kind of a big thing when it's been, replaced with something else.
Mm-hmm.
We've had it happen before, but this one is, this one is an ouch. Takes away one of our mountains, and so we'll talk about it a little bit and reminisce. We've got I appreciate all of you who sent pictures, your favorite family pictures of Splash Mountain, and I've got those in a slideshow, and we're just gonna take a little walk down memory lane and enjoy some of those pictures. But thanks for everybody being in here. We want to greet people in the chat.
Yeah. So we've got Aunt Susan and Joy. Usually welcome them at the end, but go ahead and welcome them at the beginning this go around. Jillian, Kylie, and other family members. Mandy Adams, welcome in. BDF, Keith, great to see you. Dean the Turkey Lexer, Kenneth H, Jonathan Chung, Sebastian the Crab, Jeanette, welcome in. Kevin the Park Adventure, thanks for being here. Tina DCS and Monarch Moments partner channel. Hello to Garrett and Michelle.
Hey, Garrett
and Gabe.
Michelle, so good to see y'all.
Appreciate y'all being here. Double checking
Gabe
to make sure.
Hannah, we appreciate it. Tina DCS, welcome in. Mm-hmm. Appreciate y'all for stopping in. We're going to talk a little bit tonight. We've just got Disney news. It just seems like the Disney news is just like, I don't know, triple. It's like a snowball these days. And we get so much during the week that it's really hard to cover all of it. and
Rogers, welcome in.
2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours or whatever. Stacy, welcome in. Good to see you. Nice to see everybody. But we're going to give it a shot tonight, and we're going to talk. I think we should do Disney Plus next week. Want to go ahead and cover?
Let's see. I guess we got a pun again. So we talked about talking about Universal next week, but I guess we're fine kicking the can down the road because there is some big Disney news. So Mandy Adams says my laughing place is Fantasyland. Dean the Turkey Lexter says my laughing place is Liberty Square. Let's know where your laughing place is. Everybody's got a laughing place.
Oh, Mark. Hey, Wonderful World of Walter's dad, Mark.
Hey, welcome in.
Good to see you. Maybe Manny and Nick.
Tina has us on the big TV, chatting on her phone, so please bear with her.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Tina.
I don't know if the pun was intended, but bear, please bear with Tina as she's typing on her phone here. Move Manny and Nick, welcome in. Great to see you.
Oh, thanks, Pam. Good to see you. Pam's fam. Welcome in.
Hey, Pam, welcome in.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, if we're talking about lands, then my laughing place is going to be Tomorrowland. Mm-hmm. Definitely. It just kind of always has been. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I've loved it ever since birth. I'm kind of a sci-fi gal. So, yeah. So, well, Stacy, I don't buy that. Your laughing place is wherever you can buy Funko Pops. Oh my goodness. No, I did Movie Mania, Nick, because if I had done that, I would get an invitation from Disney to never come back. So I wouldn't do that. But, these are just my comfy chairs. Oh my goodness. But let's see. Stacy. Yeah. No, I don't buy it for a minute, Stacy. Again, thanks guys for anybody that that sent us news items or anything to go in the slideshow tonight for us to talk about. When you have, please do that. When you have, there you go, Stacy. Yes, I know, my friend. When you run across something that you would like us to cover on Tuesday, or you think, just anything. That you're interested in, by all means, send us a link to it, or
Uh-huh.
something like that. Drop us an email, and I go through that, and I keep a list, of all those things during the week, and then try to compile it all
Uh-huh.
before I prepare, as I'm preparing for the show. So y'all please do that. Let us know
For
what
sure.
you'd like to see, or if there's something, just you say, hey, what about this or that, and we'll do a little research and try to
Uh-huh.
give you some more detail. But we enjoy doing that. Tambu Lounge. Oh boy, Tambu Lounge. Okay, now Tambu. Do you know that I've never been to Tambu Lounge? Never done it. Um, I've also never been to Gico
Mhm.
at Animal Kingdom. I'd love to do Gico. Jeff and I have been blessed to take several trips to Africa, and I would
Mhm.
love to try their food and see what that's like. We went to Animal Kingdom Lodge for the first time the last trip, and I'll have to say I honestly don't plan on going back to Walt Disney World without going to Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's just yeah, Nomad Lounge. Oh, that's the one, Tina. That's on our list. Williams Nomad Lounge. We got to stop in a
Uh-huh.
Nomad Lounge and take a breather and get some churros. They're supposed to be the best on Walt Disney World property. But guys, let me do. Was there anything else? I did want to say before I do um, this day in Disney history.
Nomad Lounge. There we
We,
go.
yeah.
There you go.
I would, we had Martin Luther King Day, and remembering Dr. King and all that
Mhm.
he stood for, and he wasn't a perfect man, as none of us is, but the things that he stood for and the things that he taught were very important. And so I hope that everybody took just a minute to reflect on his life and what he meant to this country, and
Mhm.
maybe even to go listen to his "I Have a Dream" speech, because
Mhm.
it's not very long. It's very poignant. I think a lot of people, hear about it. They know a few lines from it, but
Mhm.
they've never actually listened or read the whole speech. And so it's very inspirational and just poignant, to think about him delivering that speech. So
Absolutely.
let's do that and remember Dr. King and the good that he did and the good that he espoused and that he stood for.
Mhm.
So let's see. Let me
Absolutely.
go ahead and do this day in Disney history. 1706. Guys, we got a lot of birthdays. We got a lot of really cool birthdays today. 1706, statesman, writer, inventor, scientist, printer, humorist, postmaster, and patriot Benjamin Franklin is born in Boston, Massachusetts. Franklin earned the title of the first American for his early and indefatigable campaigning. That's a word I'm not familiar with. I'll have to.
Mm.
It means tireless, I'm sure. I'll have to look that one up. Words fascinate me. For colonial unity, one of the founding fathers of the United States of America, he has been featured in various Disney media over the years. In 1953, Disney released the animated short Ben and Me, adapted from the children's book written by Robert Lawson. And of course, an animatronics Mr. Franklin hosts the show alongside writer Mark Twain, The American Adventure. So, happy birthday, remembering Benjamin Franklin, uh, amazing founding father in our
Mhm.
nation's history. 1913, Claude Coates, Disney legend, Imagineer, and artist, color stylist, was born in San Francisco, California. His stunning watercolor background paintings featured in Pinocchio continue to be heralded by Disney scholars, fans, and art collectors for the rich and textured beauty they add to the animated film. His work can also be seen in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Fantasia, Cinderella, and Lady and the Tramp. The Coates also created the backgrounds for such theme park attractions as Pirates of the Caribbean and Haunted Mansion.
Mm.
In fact, the Haunted Mansion tombstone, which reads, "At peaceful rest lies Brother Claude, planted here beneath this sod,"
Mm-hmm.
is in reference to Claude Coates. So that's cool. I knew that a lot of the tombstones, are reference Disney Imagineers. Neat. 1922, actress, comedian, author, and one-time game show host and Disney legend Betty White was born in Oak Park, Illinois. She was best known for her television roles of Sue Ann Nivens on The Mary Tyler Moore Show and Rose Nyland on The Golden Girls. Of course, we miss her. Betty White was just a gem. I think everybody misses her.
Mm-hmm.
1927, actress, singer, and cabaret star Eartha Kitt. Now this one, this may be a name that you don't recognize.
Mm-hmm.
Eartha Kitt, William, is born in Columbia, South Carolina. Kitt's distinctive voice can be heard as Yzma in Disney's The Emperor's New Groove, which just makes you laugh just thinking about it, right?
It does.
Oh my gracious, she's hilarious. And straight-to-video sequel Kronk's New Groove, and the spin-off TV series The Emperor's New School, for which she is perhaps best known for her unique singing style. Her 1953 hit recordings of C'est bon, and Santa Baby. She sings Santa Baby, Eartha Kitt. Interesting lady, if you ever want to read her biography. My first knowledge of anybody named Eartha Kitt, and Susan and Joy will remember this, was through my Aunt Bonnie. She named her cat Eartha after Eartha Kitt. So, yeah. 1931, actor James Earl Jones. Yes, James Earl Jones. Oh my goodness. The voice of Mufasa.
The James Earl Jones.
The James Earl Jones, absolutely. The voice of Mufasa in Disney's The Lion King, The Lion Guard, Simba's Pride, all of those sequels. Is born in Arkabutla, Missouri. Star Wars fans know him, of course, as the voice of Darth Vader. He reprised his role as Vader in Star Tours. He was also, he also, came back and voiced Darth Vader in Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's voiced in most of the Star Wars, since 1977 that I can think of. The man, if you hear his voice, you know it. He has an incredible voice. And so, our hats are off to James Earl Jones. There's nobody like him. He's just an American treasure, I think. 1962, actor
Field of Dreams. He's in that.
Yes. Guys, if y'all have never watched Field of Dreams, I think I've recommended Field of Dreams for Hitchhiker Highlight before. If you've never watched that film, it's several years old. Yes. Field of Dreams, and it's not just for baseball people. Even if you don't like baseball, I think you would like Field of Dreams. What do you think, William?
I agree. It's been too long since I've watched it. It's just an amazing
movie. For me to sit here and tell you the premise of this movie, you would think I was nuts. You just have to watch it. Just trust me. If you've never watched it, by all means, I may have to watch that. I'll see if that's on one of our streaming services and watch that again. Such a great movie. Jim Carrey, star of Disney's 2009 A Christmas Carol, is born in Ontario, Canada on this day in 1962. He plays the role of Ebenezer Scrooge and all three Christmas ghosts in Disney's retelling of Dickens' famous tale. Um, 1963. This is an interesting one. Daniel H. Jenkins is born. He was the original George Banks in the Broadway musical Mary Poppins. I would love to have seen Mary Poppins on Broadway. I bet it was. Absolutely wonderful. And the last one, and this is not a birthday, but in 1992, Disney Vacation Club is incorporated as Disney Vacation Development Inc., the very first Disney Vacation Club property, first known as the Disney Vacation Club Resort, and later renamed Disney's Old Key West Resort in January 96. It opened December 20th, 1991 at Walt Disney World. So that is all I had. A lot of cool birthdays though today. Wow, a lot of Disney legends born today. Let's see if I can catch up in the chat. When I'm reading my notes, I can't see my chat. Mufasa. Oh yeah. Been to Dyersville. Oh really?
Yes.
Okay.
Tina had asked, has James Earl Jones been bestowed with Disney legend status? Yes, he was in 2019.
Yes.
Was the year he was inducted. His Legends Award category, obviously voice.
Yes. He man.
Quote from him on his Disney Legend page on D23's website says, "Doing a voice for animation is acting in its purest form."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, James Earl Jones is really fascinating, guys. He's a good. Just to look him up and he's a very wise man.
Yeah.
He has a lot of valuable things to say. You know, he really is a person worth studying and getting to know a little bit better. He's really amazing. But yeah, so that's this day in Disney history, and we're going to cover some news, guys. Let's see. Oh, hang on, our alarms are going
Amber
off.
Alert.
Yeah, the Amber Alerts are going off everywhere. Sorry about that. But we're going to talk about a little Disney news tonight. But the one thing, we did want to cover is Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain is closing. I'm sure all of you are aware of that by now. It's closing at Disneyland and Disney World, but the Disney World attraction is closing first. The final day to ride this iconic Disney attraction is this coming Sunday, January 22nd. So, if you are, I agree, Pam, definitely. If you are, in the park, be sure and try to ride Splash Mountain. I know it's been down some. The maintenance on that ride suffered during the blip, and then after, of course, the maintenance in the parks kind of suffered during all of that, and Bob Iger is trying to address that. But hey, Mike, thanks.
Hey, welcome in, Mikey. So there's a question from, I think Jeff asked who does the voice of Arby's Meats. His name is Ving, and his last name is spelled Rhames. So I don't know if Rames or Rames or Rames.
Yeah,
he's. And so he did the he did the team no, it's not. He did but he did do the team narrations for the team introductions for the Patriots versus Falcons in 2017. And apparently is one of the narrators for the UFC as well. So he also has a very good voice. Yeah,
he does. And similar to James Earl Jones, though not quite. Yeah, not many people can rival James Earl Jones. And I could probably eat Arby's every day too, Pam. If I worked there, I would probably feel the same way.
Have a good night, Keith. Thanks for being here.
The same way as you. Thanks so much, Keith, for being here. BDF, appreciate you for popping in. But I could probably. I love Arby's. I could probably eat Arby's. I like their deli. like everything, but they're those specialty deli sandwiches that they have are fantastic. Good stuff. Just the straight, beef and cheddar, hot beef, hot cheddar is really good. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I'm going to laugh at the final day of Splash is like Ellen's energy and it crashes. Well, it's been down a lot, Mark. Splash Mountain has been down a good bit. You can go ahead and bring up the slideshow if you want to.
All righty, go ahead and do that.
But it is closing. As I said, the last day for you to ride Splash Mountain is this coming Sunday, January 22nd. That is the last day. On Monday morning, it will be shut down forever. Which this is, if I think too much about this, y'all, I could really get upset. That's cool. Not that I'm not upset. I am upset to say goodbye to one of our mountains, but it will be replaced by Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It will be rethemed to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. They have not given a time frame on that to know how long it's going to take. I'm sure they don't know how long it's going to take because it's once they do the Walt Disney World one, they'll have probably a little idea of what it'll take to get the Disneyland one done. I
feel like it should have been the exact reverse. Quite frankly, I was like,
I do too. I was really hoping they'd do Disneyland first.
Yeah. I mean, I know that they have, Tron's come in, and that's gonna, take some people. Of course, if they do like they have other new rides and they do virtual queue, then it's not necessarily going to eat people up that much per se. I mean, it's still going to be a line, obviously, but it'll be different, So, Splash has a long, ride queue. I mean, my goodness. So, anyway, I kind of wish they'd have done it the other way.
I do too.
I do too.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. First. I thought they would. I really actually thought they would. I was surprised that they did Walt Disney World first. But yeah, that line queue is so long, guys. Mikey, do you know how long the line queue is for? Somebody check that for us if you don't mind, to see how long the line queue is for Splash Mountain, because you think about all those people standing in that line queue are not out of the park, so it eats up a lot of people, and of course now they'll be, we do have the train back, that takes up a few, and then of course Tron is going to be open pretty good, pretty soon.
Welcome in, Jane and Travels. Thanks for being here.
That may be what they were thinking. Thanks so much for popping in. We appreciate it, John and Nancy. Appreciate y'all popping in. But at any rate, let me give you just a little bit of history on Splash Mountain. It was originally conceived in the summer of 1983 by Imagineer Tony Baxter while stuck in rush hour traffic on his way to work.
Wow.
He wanted to attract guests to the often empty Bear Country Land in Disneyland, with the only attraction as the Country Bear Jamboree, which closed in 2001 in Disneyland, plus a souvenir shop, and make use of the audio animatronics figures from the Disneyland attraction America Sings, which was, they used a lot of those animatronics and moved them, I think, over to Splash Mountain. It was Dick Nunes, then president of Walt Disney Attractions, who insisted that the Imagineers create a log flume for Disneyland, but the Imagineers were initially unenthusiastic about it, feeling that log flumes were too ordinary at a theme park to include it in Disney Park. So while trying to solve the problems of including a log flume, bringing people into Bear Country, and reusing the America Sings figures, Baxter thought of Song of the South. Baxter and his team developed the concept of Zippity Dee River Run, which would incorporate scenes from Song of the South. The name was later changed to Splash Mountain after then CEO Michael Eisner's suggestion that the attraction be used to help market Walt Disney Studios' 1984 film Splash, which I did not know. Yeah, the character figures from America Sings were used in many scenes, though all of the Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, and Brer Bear figures were specifically designed for Splash Mountain. Dave Fighton was then brought in to animate and fix story and staging problems. He moved nearly all of the animatronics to new locations, removing 10 figures from the ride completely to improve the show. Let's see. Go down here. Let's see. Construction began at Disneyland in April. By that time, in April '87, by that time, Splash Mountain, whose budget had greatly risen to $75 million, had become one of the most expensive projects created by Walt Disney Imagineering. The entire park cost around $17 million to build in 1955. So that's, by comparison, that's quite a lot. Splash Mountain was originally planned to open in January of '89, but this was delayed due to boat problems. They were testing the ride, that kind of thing. It opened in Disneyland on July 17th, 1989 to celebrate the opening. A television special was made, and I've got to go watch this, was made called Ernest Goes to Splash Mountain. Actor and comedian Jim Varney returned to play the title role of Ernest in the special. Plans to install a camera that took photos of guests as they went down the final drop were unveiled in November 1990. So yeah, that's and then on January 14th, Disney announced that Splash Mountain would be added to Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. So yeah, that's kind of a little background. And then of course in June 2020, it's when Disney announced that the U.S. versions of the ride would be receiving a new theme based on Disney's 2009 film The Princess and the Frog. The new ride will be titled Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and it's scheduled to open at Disneyland and Magic Kingdom. Okay, well, here's kind of a ballpark in late 2024. So that's going to take a little while.
Welcome in, Katie Mack. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Katie. Yeah, welcome in. So that's a little bit of a background there. We have we just have a lot of people. Thanks so much, guys. If you sent in some of your favorite pictures of Splash Mountain, we've got some of those. Here's a picture of the ride. Now the sign, I think it may be in the next slide, William.
This is just a picture of Brer Rabbit and the Splash Mountain This Way sign with Brer Rabbit's got his little pack on his back and the hanging on the stick and the lantern hanging above the sign and everything with the mountain in the background with the stump and everything. Yeah, it's a good picture of Splash. I guess you took that one, Mom. I
did. Yeah, I took that one.
Mikey said, here's Mikey with the link to Ernest Goes to Splash Mountain.
Thanks, welcome Mike. In. I appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate that.
Tidings, welcome in.
Oh, hey, Sean. Welcome in. And we're just going to go through some of these. This is Kylie and me on our last trip, or the last trip that we took. It was like that one day hop, that we took. It was just a couple days.
She'll be able to say she wrote it.
And she can say exactly. She can say she wrote it. And we got pretty soaked, y'all. You can see Brer Bear and Brer Rabbit. They're in the background. We're standing in front of Splash. But yeah, we got pretty soaked. Our hair is pretty wet. We had such a good time. Kylie absolutely loved it. She was delighted. She really was delighted. Mike, it's in my watch list too. Ernest Goes to Splash Mountain. I'm gonna watch that. But yeah, this is Kylie and me. So she got to
Good
ride
picture,
it.
y'all.
And I have footage, guys. I have video footage. This picture is actually from from that trip, from that ride. I have some footage of Kylie. It's not the full ride, but I do have that of Kylie and me riding that. And so I'll try to work that into a video. But I do have a full ride video with Mike Wheeler and Russ, and we're gonna What in the World with Russ, and I'm still kind of working on it, but I'm gonna try to get it out this week. I've got to get it out this week as soon as I can. It may be Saturday, but I've got to finish that one.
Put it out the 22nd or 23rd, maybe.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. It was just tons of fun. It's a full ride through, and Mike, that was my last time to ride it, and your Russ just made it special. It was really neat to ride that with y'all. So
yeah.
So that's it's a
and that says when I was there in September, I filmed the whole thing my first time, then just enjoyed it the next 3 or 4 times I rode it. I'm not that attached, just wanted to enjoy. Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree, Jeanette. Yeah, that was a good way to do it. And I've just always Splash Mountain just has so much theming. It's a long ride. It's a fairly long ride, and you go through the entire Briar Patch, the Briar Patch a folk story with it, and it's just delightful, and the songs are fantastic. So hey, Brian.
Welcome in, Brian. Thanks for being here.
Hey, good to see you. So this was a picture that I took from that, and just it is really visually very pretty. It's a lot of fun. So it'll be fun to see what they do with Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Although I'm not sure what they're going to do with that drop, because there are no drops in a swamp, in a bayou. So I'm not sure exactly. They'll figure that out, I guess. But
I'm going to guess we'll get picked up by some sort of magic of some sort and dropped.
Or something, right? Mm-hmm. Or something. Yeah. Or maybe, you're going to be dropped into the water, as a frog, or I don't know. I don't know what it could be. Maybe you're running from the Shadow Man, or this could be a lot of different things.
Good picture of Brer Rabbit and the Bluebird.
Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. And here's Kylie, of course, standing in front of, and this is the sign, guys. Y'all remember this. And it's on the thumbnail, but I have another picture of it coming up too. That sign disappeared for a couple of days here recently. And so speculation was that somebody tried to steal it, and that, they got it back, and it's back in its place, at least for a little while. But yeah, that's and this 50-foot plunge ahead. Splash Mountain is a turbulent flume adventure with high speeds, heights, sudden drops, and stops. So you may get wet. Boarding instructions: pull down on a lap bar, stow items, and remain seated. You may get wet. Yeah. I have some, Jeanette. I have some the pictures in the queue. I have most of them, actually.
Mikey says the outer is going to represent the Salt Hills of Louisiana. Same thing from Jeanette. They have some stories about salt mines out here. Brian said he called the French Market change when they announced the splash change. Yeah, it makes sense.
It does. I mean, ever since they did Princess and the Frog, it came out, it always kind of made sense, to me, for them to change the French Market there in Disneyland to sell beignets. Although Cafe Orleans, I guess it'll just kind of be a little bit different. deal. Cafe Orleans has the best beignets I've ever put in my mouth, Brian. They just flat out do. Jeff and I had a perfect Disney day. The day that we had we had gone in. We were there for the week for the opening of Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland, and I had made reservations at Cafe Orleans, and it was just one of those perfect days. You could sit there, and you're in New Orleans Square, which is my absolute favorite area of Disneyland. And the Mark Twain, was coming by, and you had the smells and the sounds, and Dr. Facilier was skulking through. It's just fantastic. It was just a wonderful day. We sat there and had a fantastic lunch, and then we had beignets and cafe au lait, and it was wonderful. It was just a perfect day. I'm sure you've done that too, Brian, but it really was. So yes, definitely. So we'll see how they do with that. That's going to be fun. I think the change to Tiana's
Cafe
house.
Orleans beignets were better than Cafe Du Monde's. You would say then?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Which
is big, I realize. And
I
have been to Cafe Du Monde in the French Quarter in Susan. Susan and I took a sister's trip to New Orleans several years back. We just both needed a break, and we'd be up talking at 2:00 in the morning, and say, well, if we're going to stay up, we might as well walk down and get some beignets and coffee. So we, walked down and have that. But yeah, I thought they were better, and they were shaped like Mickey. I mean, come on, any food is better shaped like Mickey. So yeah, the Monte Cristo sandwiches, Brian. Oh my gracious, unbelievable. Just absolutely fantastic. But yeah, it's the truth. It's actual.
Everything is
satisfactual. Zippity doo dah, zippity.
I'm glad you got pictures of both of those.
Yeah. It's Zippity Doo Dah is just such a happy song. I mean, that's the whole premise of that. I love it. My oh my, what a wonderful day. I've used that, as in Facebook posts and social media posts. And of course this it's painted on the ride as you end. Now I asked several people, as I said, to send in their favorite Splash Mountain photos, and look what Dean sent. Okay, and he said Dean has a one-track mind, y'all. I specifically said Splash Mountain, and I know you have Splash Mountain video. Splash Mountain, you have a short on your channel. I know you have Splash Mountain. This is what I got. Now he did catch his mistake, and the next photo is the Splash Mountain photo that he sent. So
nice. Very nice. Thank you, Dean.
But yeah, this one, of course, is a picture of that great drop. It's a little, taken a little bit further back, but yeah, that's a picture of that. Fantastic.
It's a good picture.
Drop, and of course the drop on. Oh my goodness! Now this. Oh my gracious!
Shout out to the two teenage girls in the front of this one wearing Taco Bell sauce shirts. Fire and Diablo in the front of this log flume.
Is that great?
And I bet, so get this, I think that I'm going to assume the people behind them are also with them, maybe, because they're all posing.
They're
And so I'm
posing.
going to guess the one in the orange shirt's probably the mild sauce.
Right.
And then who knows
Right.
what the dad is, but that is really funny. So this
That's hilarious.
in addition to y'all, that's
Yeah.
a really funny picture.
Yeah, that's a
And then
good
you
one.
got mom
Yeah,
and dad in the third row there.
yeah, we're on the third. Yeah, isn't that great?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, they're all wearing like the Diablo, the hot, the mild, and I don't know what the dad's wearing. It would be really cool to see. But yeah, they're all
That's
wearing
pretty
Taco
funny.
Bell sauce shirts. People are so clever. What they come up with.
Yeah.
They come up with. Now this drop, guys, where they take your picture, has just become iconic.
Yeah.
People, over the years, like this, Jeanette sent in some good posing pictures that we're about to look at. People have just kind of made an art of, okay, what can we do to in this picture as you're going, and it's a drop, guys. I mean, you're it's a drop. As we're coming down this drop it's just kind of become a thing to pose somehow. We've done hook 'em horns. We've done.
I would like to note here, I'm a little bit bitter about this picture because in this picture, Dad's wearing a hat. And my birthday, 2014. Dad was wearing a hat. I'd given him one of those a Jessica Rabbit and Roger Rabbit pin because that's one of the running jokes in the family. And so anyway, he when he reached his hands up for the drop, knocked his hat off. And I was bummed because I was sitting behind him and might have had a shot at catching it, but it happened so fast that I didn't react. And so he lost that hat with that pin that I got him. This is before I started working, and so I didn't necessarily have a ton of my own spending money per se. And so I was bummed that Dad lost the hat with the pin on it. So apparently Dad learned absolutely nothing from that experience. And here he is, caught in the act, wearing a hat on Splash Mountain.
A hat on Splash Mountain, absolutely. And the pin that you gave him was Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, that was.
It was a Jessica Rabbit.
My birthday, 2014. Yeah.
No, it was. Jessica Rabbit is kind of a joke with Jeff. We buy him Jessica Rabbit stuff because he's like most men and he adores Jessica Rabbit. And I do too, by the way. I love Jessica.
She's
Rabbit.
Not bad. She's just drawn that way.
She's just drawn that way. And so I remember that, William. And it was I could see you're still harboring some little bit of
I'm not at all upset about it. Why would you say that? Well,
oh no, I can see it there.
I'll have to let him know about this picture.
You will.
That didn't get past me.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Great picture, y'all, in the drop here. Credit to the other people in the picture. It's great whenever other people in the picture are doing fun stuff too. So
that's true.
They don't just have their hand in front of your face or anything like that.
Right. Yeah.
That's a great picture.
So that's a good one. So here, and this one is okay. Now, this one is, of course. Now, you just talked about somebody having their hand in front of your face. Russ is Mike Wazowski, the man behind him. He's got his fist up there, and okay. So here's a better picture of the sign. You may get wet.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, is this guy holding like a flashlight? Like what? I want to know what this guy is. He holding like a little GoPro or something?
I don't know.
I want to know what the guy's holding.
It may be. I have to look closer at it to see.
I'm going to guess it's some sort of mic or GoPro or something because it looks like a microphone or I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Something there.
But you and Mike here great here. You can see you're filming. You're filming the drop, and both your hair's flying back. Mikey's posed. Yeah. He's screaming, leaning into you.
Yeah, it's a great. Yeah, it's a good.
That's a solid drop picture.
The next picture, I love that picture of me and Mike so much that in the next picture I zoomed in. Because look at how great that is. Oh.
The face of
because look
sheer joy and terror
sheer joy. It's just look at that. How
mixed
great is
together.
that?
Yeah.
So I was filming, you guys, and this is the ride that is going up on the channel as a video. So you can tell from that drop what the rest of the ride is going to be like because of Mike Wheeler. But look at that. It's just a great, it's hilarious. It's it's just hilarious. So yeah, absolutely, Mike. That was so much fun.
Well done, Mikey.
Yeah, that was a great. It's a great picture, and I've got to send all of those pictures to you and Russ. So, I haven't done that yet, but by all means, I will. Now, this picture is one that Russ sent me. It still has the Disney photo watermark across it, but this is of Mike and Russ from yesterday. They went to the parks yesterday.
That's
and
fine.
This is yeah.
Both of them filming.
Both of them
their
are
phones
filming
out
on that one. Yeah. Mikey. Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit more about that. I got wet because you were pushing me towards the waterfall. You, buddy. I see how it is. I've got your number.
After all this time, we've claimed your innocence with Jeff.
That's right.
And you just had to go and do that, apparently.
I know. And I've got your number now.
Maybe there's something to it. Maybe Jeff's not making stuff up.
Mike got in first. If you get in first, so that means that you're sitting on the left on Splash Mountain. The person on the right is going to be closest to that waterfall.
Okay.
And depending on, and most of the splashes, you did that on purpose, Mike Wheeler. I thought you were my friend. And there is a really funny short that Mike has on his channel of us in front of that waterfall. But,
it's great. I'm glad that he captured that because I thoroughly enjoyed it.
So more to come on that. I'm looking forward
to it. Good picture. Thanks, y'all.
That video out. This one is from this is from Sebastian the Crab. This is Jeanette sent this one in, and this is her family. Now she sent me like 5 different pictures.
They're like sipping the tea here. It looks like. Like the Kermit meme of sipping the tea, but that's none of my business.
They're all drinking tea. They're all Jeanette said they're
that's
all
a good
drinking
one.
tea. They all tried to do something,
coordinated,
funny. Coordinated, and so they're all drinking tea.
Her family plus a friend. Welcome in, Adventure by D. Dave. Yeah. Great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Dave. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. So they're drinking tea in this one. Yeah, Katie, they're great.
Good one.
Oh my goodness. Oh, right, Mike. Nobody's buying it, buddy.
There's another one. Everybody get their hands up for this one.
Everybody has their hand. Yeah, this was.
I like the Santa Mickey shirts also. That's another fun thing to do is to when you have shirts and you're you wear them for that specific season. It helps you remember what time of year you went.
That's true.
So that's a good one. That's fun.
Yeah. Yes, we decided we needed something to do in every photo, and sip the tea was what we came up with. We did it on every ride for the rest of the trip. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's fun. That's fun stuff, Jeanette. Yeah. To come up with things like that.
We'll have to put together a ride photo. Do a ride photo stream at some point because I feel like we've had some pretty good ones over the years.
Oh yeah, we have. Now this one is also from Jeanette, and everybody was wearing a raincoat in this one, so you all have on different colored. This was pretty.
That was funny.
This was pretty fun too.
That's a good one.
Yes, but guys, people. The thing is this one was from Tina
DCS.
Tina DCS. There's her Roz logo there, and this is Tina and Chuck. They are in the middle row there, and Chuck. It's hard to see Chuck's face. I should have enlarged that one, but that one is priceless. That's just that's just
and how about
priceless.
that? The 2003 physical ride, like actually printed out ride photo.
A frame. Yeah.
How about that?
2003. Yeah, that's a great keepsake, Tina, to have that actual, a sleeve, cardboard sleeve to put that. That's great. You should post that on your social media page. Yeah, in all truth, getting on to ride is always best for the person helping me to go first. Right, Mike. Okay, whatever you say. I'm just saying, buddy. I'm on to you. Oh my goodness. And I'm so glad I got to ride that with you and Russ before it closed. And Ed, Kelly and Yvonne sent this one. She had this one on her phone. I think it's like a promo poster. I thought it was kind of cool. Splash Mountain, laughing, splashing, satisfactual fun.
Yeah, I love that shot. That's I've seen people post pictures of a pin with the them and the splashing down there.
Yeah, that's a great. I would love to have a T-shirt of that.
That's a great logo.
It really is. It's because it's got everything there. It's got Splash Mountain in the background.
Still have yet to see any rumblings of a ride closure special event. I mean, right. Disney never misses out on a buck. Let's be real.
Has anybody heard?
And I'm shocked that they have not. They've not decided to do some sort of after hours event for the closure of Splash Mountain.
Well, or something. I think there is supposed to be. I think there is supposed to be something, some kind of a closing ceremony. Golly, guys, I'd have a hard time. But I'm telling you, I'm having a tough time with this one. I'm Splash Mountain. All the Brer Fox, Brer Bear, Brer Rabbit. They're all folk tales.
Yeah.
Many of them originated in, I believe most of these originated in the Bahamas. These particular ones about Brer Fox and Brer Bear, and in the South, were brought then, Brer Bear and Brer Rabbit and Brer Fox, and just I love folk tales. Being from the hills of Tennessee, I love folk music. I love Country Bear Jamboree, and this one's kind of hitting close to home for me. But at any rate, it's been a great run, and I love it, and I hope they'll do a good job with Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and something that will be a good ride for for that movie, because that movie's fantastic. So. Anyway,
I was going to say, and thinking ahead to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, I hope they find a way to sneak in Evangeline and Ray somewhere into this ride.
Oh yeah. Ray is I think one of everybody's favorite characters, and we probably need to go through that. I have plans for a cooking stream.
Hey, welcome in. Great to see you, Amy. HAC Magic TV. Welcome in.
A little class. I did too, Brian. I did too. The Tar Baby. Yeah, I did too. I had that. Oh, hey. Good to see you, Amy. But yeah, those folk tales are that. And the thing about it is, they all teach a lesson. They all nursery rhymes and things of that. They all taught some sort of a lesson. There was a moral of the story, and this is the tales of Brer Rabbit were no different. But just talking about just one last thing, and then we'll move on to some Disney news. But that drop, guys, there are people who have gotten married on that drop, or have proposed on that drop. They hold up, cardboard signs, "Will you marry me?" or whatever, and then fold it back up, and then their bride to be, or their intended didn't realize it until they got around to view the pictures on the screen. And so, yeah, it's that.
That's so funny. I'm pretty sure they rode Splash Mountain in the, it seems like all the ABC sitcoms had an obligatory trip to Disney.
Yes.
And on Boy Meets World, I'm pretty sure that they rode Splash Mountain. And if I remember right, it's Ryder Strong, and then I can't remember. I'm trying to remember the actor Corey Matthews' name, but I'm pretty sure both of them said they got to go in before the park opened, and like since nobody was there, they just like kept riding rides like over and over again.
Oh man, yeah.
And so pretty neat.
Cool. Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Anything else? Let's see. Let me go back and see if there was anything. I had some notes on Splash. But yeah, that drop, guys. I don't know. There may be some people watching who are not aware that became that became a place for people to actually propose marriage on that drop, which I think is hilarious. I think it's just a cute idea. But yeah, it's really neat. The folk stories, guys. Just quickly, let me read through this. Brer Rabbit is an abbreviation of the word brother. So Brer Rabbit, also spelled Brer Rabbit, is a central figure in an oral tradition passed down by African Americans of the southern United States and African descendants in the Caribbean, notably Bahamians and the Turks and Caicos Islanders. He is a trickster who succeeds by his wits rather than by brawn, provoking authority figures and bending social mores as he sees it. Popularly known as adaptations of the character of his character were originally written by Joel Chandler Harris in the 19th century, and later by Walt Disney Productions, adapted for the film Song of the South in 1946. So, yeah. So,
no, we're not on mute anymore. Mom was finishing up when she was talking about. Here's Jillian, everybody. She's right here.
Hey, Jillian.
I just got back from a super exciting basketball game. The Mustangs won, so that's what we were rooting for. My boss's son plays varsity for them, so I went to go see one of his last games.
Oh, cool. There you go.
They won. So now I'm going to go do my nighttime routine. Bye-bye.
Thanks for popping in, Jillian. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Mike, you're distracting me here. Talk about a Loungefly bag. Let's see. Coming out with a Ray Loungefly bag, and his bottom glows in the dark because he's a lightning bug. That is so cool.
Thanks, Jeanette. Ben Savage was the name of Corey Matthews.
That's it.
The
actor.
actor.
I couldn't come up with it either. Yeah.
Oh, Stacy, thank you. I appreciate the assist, everybody.
Okay. Stacy sent me a link to that. Let me see. To that Loungefly bag. Do we need to look at that? That Ray Loungefly.
Y'all from Shreveport?
Let's see. Y'all from Shreveport? Yeah, that was one of our favorite. Oh, this is adorable, guys. Yeah, let me.
Are you going to try to share?
Let me find it. No, I'm just going to bring it up on my phone.
All right.
Let me show you this Loungefly. It is really cute.
Pull this one out real quick, and I can bring it up on the computer.
Oh, you want to bring it up on yours?
Yeah, okay. I'll throw up a quick Google
and
screen share it.
That'd be fun. Yeah, we need to take a look at that, I think. It is really cute. I may have to have that one, Stacy. All right. Yeah. I may have to. Yeah, I may have to get that. I don't have any Tiana anything from the Princess and the Frog. They have made several really pretty Tiana bags that I'd love to have, but I've never bought one before. But I could probably be talked into
Here we go.
to buying a Ray
And we're back.
Loungefly bag. There it is.
A limited edition exclusive, the Princess and the Frog Ray Glow Mini Backpack. Look at it.
How cute. It's $90.
Also
adorable.
voiced by Jim Cummings, legend.
Yes, absolutely.
And so I like this artwork
Yeah.
the way they've got this one posed is super cute with Evangeline and the heart.
Oh my goodness.
There's the glow feature.
Oh, how cute is that?
He's got a big back porch.
That is so cute. Cute.
Grandmama, your light on.
Oh, that is precious. Yeah, y'all from Shreveport, living, fairly close to Shreveport as we do in Northeast Texas. That line was really funny to us. Y'all from Shreveport?
That's from far away.
Yeah. Naveen says that he's from somewhere very, very far away. And Ray says, y'all from Shreveport? Oh, it's cute. Cute stuff.
$90.
Thank you, Stacy. Stacy's dropped a link to that if anybody's interested in that.
The regular price on the Loungefly app, $90 currently for the Ray backpack.
Yeah, Pam says, yep, have to have it. I think I'm going to have that one too, Pam. Yeah, that's really neat. And we can, guys, remember, we can use Danielle's discount. She has a Loungefly discount. Danielle of Mickey's Girls is the undisputed Loungefly queen, and has so we'll pay attention to that. We'll try to check with Danielle and to get a good deal on that bag, because she has discount codes for Loungefly products. Wanted a swamp theme wedding before this movie was even a thing. You had a Halloween themed wedding, Pam. Well, your birthday's on Halloween, so right. So that's funny. Hey, Grandma, you're light out. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's great. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go now, I guess, into some Disney news. Let's see if there's anything else that that anybody wanted to mention about Splash Mountain. We're really gonna miss it, guys. We're really gonna miss it again. The last day to ride Splash Mountain is this coming Sunday, January the 22nd. So, if you're in the parks, if you're headed to the parks, be sure and try to get over there and ride Splash before it closes, because it's going to close pretty quick. So Stacy said, if I were to ever get a tattoo, it would be Ray. They say never get your spouse's name tattooed, so having a Ray the Firefly tattoo would cover.
Oh, that's funny.
Stacy. Stacy. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. You figure it would. It would be adorable. It really would. That's a good point. And then if you ever kicked Ray out, you'd still be good. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, okay. Sean says my favorite too. Yes. Neat. Yeah, it's going to be a sad day. It really is. I'm sure there are going to be some of our YouTube friends in there live streaming the ceremony. So we'll be watching and give it a proper send off.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready for Disney news?
On to some much happier and lighter news. William, you want to cover this one?
Yeah. So yesterday, Monday Night Football, we got the teaser trailer for The Mandalorian Season 3, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. Got my Mando hat on here, the Mudhorn signet, and the Mando on the bill there.
Oh yeah, that hat is great.
And it says Bounty Hunter on the back in Mandalorian. But
so
yeah, super excited. The action looks great. We get a shot of him with Grief Karga, Carl Weathers. How can you not love Carl Weathers?
Oh please, I've always loved Carl Weathers.
See him in the trailer. Also see him and his name escapes me, but the rebel pilot that he has a run in with, not Dave Filoni's, not Trapper Wolf, which is Dave Filoni's character, but the other one, which I should know.
I should know too, and I can't remember since
we took extensive notes on this.
We did.
On the Mandalorian. But anyway, I'm drawing a complete blank. Let me see if I can.
I am too, and it's on the tip of my tongue. We should know this. For those of you who don't know, let's go ahead and give ourselves a plug here. On our channel, you can find a playlist of all of the episodes of seasons 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian. William and I covered every episode in detail, and we tried to give y'all, some good information and background on the characters, this kind of thing. It was tons of fun. It's one of our favorite things to do. And Lord willing, we will do that again with season 3. But check that out. If you haven't, if you're going to catch up, before season 3 and, start watching a season 1, go back and, and watch our, our episodes of where we reviewed each
Carson
episode
Teva
of Mandalorian.
Is the character's name. The actor's name escapes me, but Carson Teva is the, he's a comedian. His name escapes me. Yeah, killing me.
It should actually be in our written notes.
Yeah,
I'm sure it probably is in our written notes. Well, I may try to look for it here, but we are. I think, yeah. Who doesn't? Absolutely. Who doesn't love Apollo Creed? Who doesn't love Carl Weathers? Just in general, Carl Weathers played football for a time, and I just loved him. His football career. I loved him when he played football. We are going to try to. We are going to. Try to do. The shows again for season 3 and review each episode for sure. We just loved it. It's one of our favorite things that we've done. And for me, speaking for me, we also did the Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So if you're interested in those, by all means, check out our playlists.
There we go. I knew his name was Paul, but I couldn't remember the rest of his name.
Yes. Thanks, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy. Paulson, Young Lee. So yeah, I was blanking on it. I appreciate you bailing me out there. I knew. I was like, I do recognize him. But yeah, thank you, Stacy. There's his name. Yeah, super pumped. Definitely. Action looks great. I don't want to mention the trailer because I don't know who who hasn't seen it. The Mandalorian is probably one of my favorite shows, maybe of all time. I just thoroughly enjoy it. And the tie-ins also, with me having seen the other source content. And so,
I do too, Stacey.
There you go. Good call.
I do too.
And so I have the app on my phone. But anyway, the teaser trailer looks really good. And we don't have to wait. What is it? March? What's the date again? March 1st? Is that right?
Let's see. I have it. Let's see. March the 1st. Yeah, on Disney Plus.
Very excited. If you can't
Season 3 starts March the 1st. But guys, that'll be here before we know it.
What a cool day. 3/1/23. 3/1/23. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pumped about it. I'm excited for the storyline. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how a certain planet is depicted. I'm excited to see what Mando's been up to since the last time we saw him on screen. And so I'm very excited
I'm too.
about this new season.
I think all Star Wars fans are really excited about it.
They've done a great job so far, and I hope they keep knocking it out of the park. And whatever story they want to tell, I hope they tell it, and then they just ride off into the sunset in true Western fashion.
Absolutely.
Just tell the story you want to tell, right off into the sunset, and go on to tell other stories.
Right.
Last thing I want them to do is to milk this and lose the quality, because we've gotten quality so far.
That's true.
Yeah.
We have. Yeah, Tina. Oh, Chuck. Yeah. No doubt, Tina, that Chuck would enjoy it. There's no doubt. If he loves Westerns.
Yeah.
It's a space Western.
Yeah, it really is.
It is. And
it's a space Western / Shogun samurai vibe. It's great.
That's a good point, Mike. Yeah, that's like 3, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's
3,
pretty
2,
good.
1, 2, 3. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I bet there'll be a lot of people.
Is this the final season, Pam? We don't know.
Yeah.
We're not sure. Stacy says, I have a question about the trailer. Doesn't give anything away. Do you think that was Babu Freak or just another member of his race? I think it was another member of his race because, and I just found this out recently, but on the Halcyon, the Galactic Star Cruiser, they have a little door for another creature that's the same race as Babu Freak. And so they have a little door for that character. Apparently it's part of the story, but anyway, so yeah, I'm going to assume that's not Babu Freak and that's another member of this race.
I was excited to see him though, Stacy.
Yeah. That's really neat.
Try not to. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm part of this one.
You haven't watched it yet.
Very much looking forward to this one. On to the next.
And these are in no particular order, guys. This is just kind of a Disney.
If I actually share my screen.
A Disney news dump, and I didn't try to put them in any particular order. But the French Market, we were talking about this a little earlier. The French Market in Disneyland's New Orleans Square is being rethemed to The Princess and the Frog.
Yep.
Tiana's Palace will open in 2023, and here's an artist rendering.
And I was confused as to why it was named Tiana's Palace and not Tiana's Place.
I don't know. I wondered that myself, because in the movie, is it not Tiana's Place?
I thought it was Tiana's Place. Anyway,
somebody? I thought it was Tiana's Place.
Yeah.
And it's Palace.
Yeah.
I don't know. That confused me as well.
So you got Tiana here on the second floor balcony of Tiana's Place in her dress that you see her in.
Looks, very similar to how it looks, of course, in the cartoon. Yeah.
And so in the artist rendering, we have we've got Tiana's mom, and then I'm drawing a blank. Charlotte and her big daddy are down here in the bottom left hand corner. If anybody picked up on that.
Okay. You said the magic word, Charlotte. Absolutely adore Charlotte and her daddy.
Yeah.
Charlotte. I think that Charlotte is
her daddy's John Goodman, right?
Yes. John Goodman voices Big Daddy. And but Charlotte is just absolutely precious. She is a precious best friend to Tiana. They have such a sweet little friendship, and she's just hilarious. She just tickles me to death. She is so cute. Tiana's Place. Yeah. I thought it was Tiana's Place in the cartoon. It's Tiana's Place. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
Tina says that's why. Oh, welcome in, Debbie. She said that's why I'm always confused about with Grogu. Why do people think it was Yoda? Can't there be more than one member of that race? Yeah. So you have Yaddle, Yaddle
Right.
was the other member of Yoda's race, which is unnamed. There's no name for Yoda's race.
No, they haven't told us the
Critter.
name of his race. Yaddle was a member of the Jedi Council as well.
Yep. And really, there's a Tales of the Jedi.
Female of the species.
Tales of the Jedi. Yaddle is voiced by none other than Bryce Dallas Howard in the Tales of the Jedi episode featuring Yaddle.
Yes.
So really cool. She's shown on screen. It doesn't have any sort of speaking role, but is shown on screen in the Jedi Council in the one of the original, or not original trilogy, but one of the movies 1 through 3, which I can't remember off the top of my head. Agreed. Katie Mack. 100%. They have a really sweet friendship.
Yeah, they do. Lottie just tickles me to death. She just I love her. I love her energy and just she's just funny. She's just all over the place and she's just so cute.
Yeah.
Mike says maybe because it's not a replica of Tiana's place from the movie. It's gonna kind of be a little bit different, possibly. Possibly. I'm sure they have some reason for no. I mean, obviously Disney knows that it was Tiana's place in the animated feature.
Yeah.
But,
Pam
it is
said
Tiana's place.
But I think it was Tiana's palace after she got married to royalty.
Okay, so maybe it changed in the movie.
That would be
Pam,
an interesting.
Notice it.
That would be an interesting take if that's what they decide to go with. I feel like that's the best possible explanation there, Pam. So maybe.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Maybe you've thought ahead.
Yeah. Well, and Jeanette said something about that too. That now that she's a princess, it would be Tiana's palace, which is cool. Okay. Now see that. Okay, then Pam, that's something that I have learned something tonight because I didn't realize that it was it was. And that's kind of cool because, when she was originally dreaming about having her own place, she, in her mind, it was Tiana's place. Yeah. And then, of course, after she married Prince Naveen, it would have been Tiana's palace. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's, I feel like I feel like that's a really neat nod.
It really is. Yeah, and
it just makes all the sense in the world to go ahead and with the ride, Splash Mountain being rethemed pretty close to it. Just go ahead and I do feel like they're going to have to redraw the map a little bit, unless unless in this ride you get turned into frogs again, unless we all get turned into frogs, because at Disneyland it's that's in critter country, so and unless we're getting turned into animals for the ride. Then I feel like they're going to have to pull that back into, consider that part of New Orleans Square. So anyway, that's the nerdy Disney map guy, thought of the night for me. On to the next bit of Disney news.
Yes. And this is a cool one. Of course, we had to put this in here because it is from Regions Beyond. This Haunted Mansion stationery set is now available at Walt Disney World. It's $24.99. Look how cute that is. I love to send correspondence.
That's really neat.
Guys, that is really, I'm going to have this one. I may have to,
now, are these supposed to be like wax that you would melt and put? Are those? Is that what that's supposed to be in the bottom right there?
I'm thinking that's what that is. So does this have? Now I didn't look in details, but does this have the little stamp thingy?
I don't know.
I mean, if it's got oh my gosh, if it's got that,
that would be
Mikey,
super cool.
You have to run, not walk, back to the Magic Kingdom and get one of these for me. But yeah, if that's, I'll check on that to be, to see if it has the little stamp thing, because those do look like wax. They don't look like stickers. They don't look like seals, do they? So
they kind of look like sticker seals that are supposed to be like wax is my assumption. But who knows?
Well, I don't know. We'll have to
so Pam, let's see. Stacy says in the movie it is Tiana's palace. Okay. So that's cool. I guess mentally I never acknowledged that.
But is it Tiana's place before while
sense.
she's thinking about it before she marries Prince Naveen?
I don't think so.
That's what we were. That's what because my brain has always thought it was Tiana's place.
Even after.
Yeah, Tiana's adventure is still going to be
Good to see you, Dave. Thanks for being here.
They do look thicker than stickers. They do. I'll have to check that out. That this particular piece was on Walt Disney World News today, so we'll check that article and read some.
Mikey says Disneyland Tiana Adventure will still be classified in Critter Country. They do look thicker than stickers.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, these are really neat. I like them a lot.
Yeah, they are.
That's fun.
Yeah, they are.
As much as you like to send stuff to people, this is perfect for you to pick up.
And underneath that envelope, at the bottom of the envelope, it looks like it says "Kiss the Bride." So I think
Constant Patchaway Attic theme
is probably on the envelope. So that's cool. This actually looks like the Dooney bag. This is the pattern from the Dooney bag that I bought recently. Same color scheme and everything, and it comes with 2 pens. So neat.
Good one.
And next, guys,
we like to see things continuing to come back, and these two are things that have been gone for a while now, and we are glad to see them come back.
Yeah, Enchanted Tales with Belle and Ariel's Grotto in Fantasyland at the Magic Kingdom. They have been closed since March 2020, when the entire Walt Disney World Resort was shuttered due to the blip. Now, nearly 3 years later, both of them are close to returning. We don't have an exact date yet, but we know those are opening up again. So we're getting the last few things, guys, that are still shuttered from that opening up. So that's good. We want to get everything opened up. We want to get away from the blip and from the Chapek era as quickly as possible and never look back.
So real quick, Enchanted Tales with Belle will be back on February 19th, and then Ariel's Grotto will open up the 22nd of January.
Okay, so there are dates. Excellent.
Yeah.
So there are
dates. I pulled that from a tweet from Disney Parks.
Nice. Okay. I don't think there were dates in the piece that I read. So yeah, definitely. Okay, so just to continue to debate this, it was Tiana's place on the menu. She shows her mom that her dad, and then it went to that's cool. That's a little. I've watched that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a subtlety that I've not picked up on. So that's really neat. Kind of acknowledging that it goes from being her dream to a shared dream for her and Naveen. So for it to go from Tiana's place to Tiana's palace would be perfect.
Yeah.
Where it's at the movie now.
That is neat.
Will was being a ventriloquist there for a second. Yeah, I had to go and check my text message because I knew that I'd sent a screenshot to Mom of the date and that tweet in it. Jeanette says Belle opens the day after I leave, but still glad to see all the things coming back. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very excited about that. I've met Ariel in Ariel's Grotto before. It's been a little bit, but I have
she's
done
a
that.
doll. Yeah, she's a doll. Yeah.
Next bit of news. Oh, what's this picture for, Mom? Sorry, I don't have the notes in front of me because I'm sharing my screen.
Sorry. Mickey and Friends will debut their new Disney 100th anniversary outfits at Hong Kong Disneyland, and Disney Parks shared this picture on Twitter. And these are the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company is coming up, and it's blue. It's very similar, guys, to the look. It seems to me a lot of people have said all they have to do is change the gold from the 50th to silver, and voila, you're done. So that's probably true. But this is in front of Disneyland Paris. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, it is. It's very pretty.
And this is the Sensational 7 here in front of the Disneyland Paris castle, which is just absolutely a gorgeous castle.
Mhm.
It's just, man, it's really cute. But isn't that a cute picture? That's great.
So should we call them the Enchanting Eight? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Okay. So
So,
they are the Enchanting 8.
Yeah, what is it? We have the
Arrow's
Fab
26.
5, the Sensational 6, and do we want to call them do we dub them the Enchanted 8? Enchanting 8, maybe. Trying to come
I
up with
think.
some sort of
We could say use an E word. We're
yeah,
with an alliteration there.
alliteration. Yeah,
Like he says, Ariel is
there
opening
you
the
go.
22nd.
Thank
Okay,
you.
now this one, would you look at that, William?
I'm a big
Oh
fan
my
of this jacket.
goodness.
I don't know if I could pull it off, but I love the characters on it.
It's
I love,
all embroidered.
yeah.
This is the 25th anniversary Vault collection of
Mhm.
Bomber Jacket. The last series of the Vault collection just keeps on delivering with a new 25th anniversary Bomber Jacket. This one it's like a satin bomber jacket. It has metal
Snap.
buttons, and then it's all embroidery. That whole thing is embroidery. And this, of course, is from the 25th anniversary of Walt Disney World, which we were there for. And I have the 25th anniversary Pandora Castle from that. I love this.
We were there for the 45th, not the 25th.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking way too far back.
Because the 25th was
45th.
the birthday cake castle, was it not?
I don't know. Was it?
I thought it was.
I didn't think the birthday cake was that far back. I thought it was. Well, I don't know. Okay. Gotcha.
Thanks, Stacy.
Gotcha. Thanks, Stacy. Thank you. Yeah. So I was
either
thinking,
way, I'm a big fan. I love this Sorcerer Mickey on the front with the 25 and the Walt Disney World name.
That's cool, Jeanette.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this logo, that apparently
big fan.
A carriage, the logo was all over everything. That was the traditional logo for the 25th. I just love that they brought this back. I think it's just
whatever. Great. See how much fun it was back then. Now we just have the big 5-0, which is fine. But the more you can throw characters on this stuff, the happier I'll be.
Absolutely.
I mean, you got Goofy, you got Mickey, you got Tink and Genie.
Okay, Tina said yes. It was the Pepto-Bismol castle for the 25th. Okay.
And Lumiere and Simba. I mean, how much fun is this jacket? Again, I don't think I could pull it off, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, I love it.
It's really
neat. It's $89.99, which to me for that kind of bomber jacket is surprise it's not bad. That's not a bad price for that. So it's at Port of Entry in Epcot. This one was spotted.
I like it.
I might have to have that one if I were there. Sunday, January 15th, the Tree of Life will be repainted overnight. And this is one of many maintenance projects that Disney is currently undergoing. So the Tree of Life is going to get a paint job, a makeover. I'm sure they're going to do that, as quickly as possible, kind of spruce it up. So that's good. I'm really excited that I think that Bob Iger is making the maintenance to catch up on the maintenance.
And speaking of Animal Kingdom, I saw somebody in one of my Disney Facebook groups posted a picture of themselves with Bob Iger at Animal Kingdom today. And then another person in one of my Disney Facebook groups posted a picture of themselves with Josh D'Amaro at Boardwalk today.
Cool. Yeah, so they were
so there. Sounds like Josh and Bob were making the rounds today.
And they may be, they may be there with the Splash Mountain closing ceremony in mind.
Mm.
That's a possibility. That's
I will have to say, if I was to have, access to the backstage area, one of the first things I would want to know is how they make the Avatar float in the water for Flight of Passage. That would be one of my first things. But all right, take me to see this because I need to know.
Right.
Because that's always just been mind-boggling to me. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
So anyway,
it does. It's fantastic.
Brief side note. Mikey says, from my understanding, the contrast from the front of the tree, you can see the back. Oh, sorry. So the sun is faded. It's like two different colors. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Well, it makes sense. The Florida sun is just tough on, just tough on. That's why Disney used to paint constantly. They Disney constantly, that was not something they did every now and then. They constantly had to paint and, update and keep those facades looking nice. And that was straight from Walt himself. He absolutely wanted his parks to stay pristine and clean and, in sharp contrast to all of the, the carnivals of his day. When he came up with the idea of Disneyland, he wanted his parks to be pristine and to stay pristine and to, no rust, no, broken down, rides that look like they're death traps. And so that's, it's nice to see them, going back to that after. I realized, with COVID, with the blip and all of that. Okay. But now we're past that. We're past that. So no more of that. Let's get back to business and take care of the parks.
Aloha, Elena. Great to see you.
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
Oh, hey, Elena.
Yeah.
Aloha.
That's a good point. Mikey says that's why Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge is different color than Walt Disney World because they knew ours would get sun faded. Yep.
Makes sense. That the Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland has color. It's subtle, it's subtle colors, but the buildings actually do have color. And of course, then in Walt Disney World, everything is pretty much gray and tan. There are no colors on the buildings. That's absolutely true, Mike. And I noticed that. Those were the first things that Jeff and I noticed when we walked into Galaxy's Edge in Walt Disney World, because we went to Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland first. And so, we noticed that immediately.
So next bit of Disney news. If you're an annual pass holder, you can pick up the Dumbo magnet.
I think this is adorable.
It's very, very cute.
Gracious. This is just too cute. But you look at his little ears, inside and outside the D. Oh,
you don't see Dumbo featured on much merchandise, so it's cute that they decided to go with Dumbo for the AP magnet here. Yeah,
this is absolutely adorable. Oh my gracious! I absolutely love this. This is great.
Yeah.
So somebody really hit a home run with this one. This, of course, is quote free to annual pass holders, and you can pick this up in Epcot.
Yeah.
And it will be available February the 18th through the 20th. Ooh. So if you're an annual pass holder, by all means, go get this. This is so cute.
Yeah, it is.
Gosh, it's adorable. So go get it. And this is one, of course, guess who sent this one to me?
I could never guess. Had to have been Stacy Rogers. The only other person it could have been would be Monarch Moments.
Right. It was Stacy.
This is a really neat pop.
It is. Oh yeah, I love this one actually. I have a thing for jewelry, and so this faceted Funko Pop is really interesting
like
to me.
Chiseled out of diamonds.
Chiseled, right? It's faceted. What a neat idea. This Minnie Mouse facet pop is coming soon. Now, I didn't see a date on this one. Did anybody? Do you have a date on it, Stacy? Did you see a date on this? But she's cute.
I saw that one floating around on Twitter, but yeah,
Mhm.
I also
Mhm.
didn't notice a date
Yeah,
yet.
she's
I'm glad it made it into the Disney news.
yeah. So that is
It's really pretty.
really okay. So Stacy doesn't know of a date. So it's coming soon. It's the 100th anniversary Funko Pop, a Mickey Facet
A
Funko
mini.
Pop. I meant Minnie, excuse me. And she's adorable. So really, oh my goodness, guys. For those of you who are Phineas and Ferb fans, I'm so excited about this. Disney Channel is in talks with Dan Povenmire, who is the creator of Phineas and Ferb, for a reboot of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I'm excited about this. It's going to be, this Phineas and Ferb came out mid 2000s, and it's coming back. The show creator Dan Povenmire has made a deal with Disney branded television and will create new episodes of the show. So get ready to see all of your favorite characters and their hijinks and foibles again. Oh my gracious. Under this deal, Povenmire's most recent show, Hamster and Gretel, which I have not seen, will also get a second season.
Cool.
There are two other programs called one's Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I'm not familiar with those, but
I'm only familiar with the Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur from a game called Marvel Snap that I've been playing on my phone for the last couple months, which is a really neat game.
Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm excited about this. This is Dan Povenmire here, as you can see with Phineas and Ferb, and we are huge Phineas and Ferb fans. It's fantastic if you've never watched it.
That's a lot of fun.
Give it a chance.
Lots of recurring lines and moments in the shows over time.
Many recurring themes that you can enjoy.
Next bit of Disney news.
And this, guys, this is just kind of a wrap up of the Disney news. This, with Splash Mountain. Russ and Mike were there yesterday. We're there in Mount Pleasant in the Magic Kingdom. I don't know where that came from. We're in Magic Kingdom yesterday with Jeff and Ange. There were several friends there. Disney is just always better with friends, and this is good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they're always there. And so I thought that would be
it's a fun quote.
Just a nice quote to end it up with, because I feel like we're saying goodbye to some old friends here, in Brer Rabbit and Brer Bear and Brer Fox. They've just always been there. And we are saying goodbye to some friends. It's very nostalgic for most of us.
Brer Fox going to end up in the pet cemetery, or Brer Rabbit rather.
I wondered about that.
Yeah,
I absolutely. Of course,
then he would have to be considered dead. So a Mr. Toad dies on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So that's why it makes sense for him to be in the pet cemetery. So I'm guessing not. I don't think we will see Brer Rabbit in the pet cemetery. Maybe they'll do a double headstone for Brer Bear and Brer Fox instead of Brer Rabbit, since he got away.
So cool. Yeah.
Let's see. Pam said they should bring back Kim Possible. That was my daughter's childhood. She loved Kim. I thoroughly enjoyed the Kim Possible and Ron Stoppable meet and greet at Hollywood Studios back in the day. Particularly Kim, as I was a sophomore in high school.
I think you and your best friend Clay were both enamored of Kim.
Yeah.
She was a doll. She was.
Yeah.
She was really.
Oh,
was
let's
a
see
doll.
here.
So
Sorry.
I think
check
that's
here.
it.
Yeah, seeing the one there.
I think that's it. So
I wanted to
that's
show real quick, since we
yeah.
came back around
Go
the
ahead.
splash. I'm bummed because I can't find the picture of me and Garrett, which is really sad for me, because it's pretty stinking funny. And I'd previously shared, the story of me and Garrett. So my last ride on Splash Mountain was with my buddy named Garrett, on our April trip from last year. Let me see here. Let me get this brought up here. Any minute now. So I can't find my picture, but I'll share out Jillian and Casey's picture instead, since I can't find my picture with Garrett. So let's see here. Here are Jillian and Casey. Here's their drop picture from Splash Mountain. They're there here in the front ride vehicle. Zooming in on them, having a great time. They're both, that's the joy/terror face.
And they're in the front.
Somewhere in the middle. They're on the front of the ride vehicle. So
how cool!
Yeah, a fun picture of them. Fun memories.
That is
the two, the girls for that one. The girls split up and they wrote it together, and the guys, me and Garrett, wrote it together. And I wish I could find mine and Garrett's picture. But anyway, we had a lot of fun on it. Couple of I think I still maintain that it's a great Mother Knows Best shirt. Agreed, Stacy. But I will say that I'm pretty sure the cast members loaded us big boys up on the front of this log flume on purpose, because we took on a lot of water. Not only did they put us in the front, they put us in the front, and then they had like a little girl and her dad were behind us, and then the back car was completely empty. So literally all the weight was in the front of our log flume, and we took on a lot of water. And then Garrett's
a big guy. Garrett's very
a big
tall.
guy. Yeah, he's really tall, and and I'm I'm a pretty big guy too, and so Garrett's much taller than me. But anyway, so it was so funny because every time after we would come off a drop, it would push like a tsunami like wave up at the log flume in front of us. So we would get hit, and then it would throw this tidal wave at the log flume in front of us, and it was just the funniest thing. Oh, it was so funny.
So that
had to have been the wettest I've ever gotten on that ride. So I'm glad Garrett and I were able to give it a proper send off, because they put the big boys on the front of the boat, and we took on a lot of water there.
There you go. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, Elena liked that story.
I'm bummed I can't find the picture because it's a great way to commemorate that ride.
Yeah, it really is. Again, thank you. If you sent in pictures,
thanks
of
everybody.
Thanks so much for sending those in. And if you have, if you have some outside the ride, or like these are the ride pictures, send them to us, and we'll show them next week. So if you've got any, by all means, share those with us. We love them. We love to see those. So it's just send them in, and we'll look at them next week. We'd love to do that. Looking forward, I guess next week we will probably talk about Disney Plus, all the shows that are coming to Disney Plus.
We've been meaning to talk about that for a while now, so it'll be good to it'll be good to get to it. And by the way, I will do one. I think we mentioned this last week, but I want to bring it up again. The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom is season 2 is currently streaming on Disney Plus.
It is.
So we've
Check
watched
that
I think
out.
4 or 5 episodes of that so far, and so really enjoying it. But anyway, it's just wanted to give a heads up. We love that look behind the scenes and how they care for the animals, and I mean that's not something you'd normally think of. It's like what do you do when the eel gets sick? Like how do you take care of an eel? And so it's really neat to see how they pull that type of thing off.
Yeah, pretty cool. Definitely, and they have just caring for the animals. It's just really makes you appreciate Kilimanjaro Safari all that much more to see that they have over, what is it, how many species, 200 species in there. I forget my numbers on it. I've got them somewhere, but it's a huge operation. Kilimanjaro Safari takes up more land than Magic Kingdom sits on. So it is so Russ can always be depended upon. And thank you for
Welcome in, Russ.
the spoiler there, little a pun intended, right? Double pun intended there. But yeah, we'll have to. I have not finished it, so I'll have to go back and I'll have to go back and watch it. But William, if you would check Instagram, because Pam has sent us a drawing that she did, and Brian sent us a Splash Mountain picture.
Wait, let me get that.
So check it. Check that if you would, and let's bring those up. So you watched the whole season already, golly. I'm not sure where I am, Russ.
There we go. Hold on. I had to track it down.
He found it, y'all.
I found the picture. So here's me and my buddy Garrett. I showed the girls just a minute ago. But here's me and Garrett on the front of the boat. And again, there's the dad and little daughter, maybe mom and other little daughter.
Right.
And then you got the big boys on the front of the boat, so all the weight is on the front of the boat, and then you got nobody in the fourth row.
In the back, right.
And so, man, it was so funny. We had a great time. I do have, some, short length footage from this ride through. And so maybe we'll drop that here in the next few days. But we had a lot of fun. But yeah, it just funny memory, great times. Riding, doing Disney with friends, riding rides with friends.
Definitely, yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, let me track down Instagram real quick.
Instagram and grab Brian sent us a picture, and then Pam just is a beautiful artist, and she has sent us a picture as well to show that I really want to make sure that we.
I have to log into Instagram. Oh no.
Up there. Neat.
Yeah, Garrett. Jillian said Garrett says that's the best ride on property.
Yeah, Jillian. It's I have always loved Splash Mountain, and I think because it is just so well themed, and it's so happy and it's fun, and you have the anticipation of that big drop, and the story is so cute with the vultures. As you make the climb. Climb the hill to go down the drop. You've got the vultures. It's just a lot of fun. And there's some great views, by the way, too, of Magic Kingdom from up there. As you go over that drop, that's a fantastic picture.
Well,
Right
I
at the
hope they
top of
keep the
Josh.
side portrait of Mickey also
I do
in the
too.
rock formation.
I hope they do. I hope they keep that. Surely they will. That's an iconic hidden Mickey.
Uh huh.
Yeah. So yeah. So surely they will. Um, but yeah, it's really. I hope they'll keep it. I feel sure they'll keep that as a a nod
What am I looking
to
for over here? Oh, never
Splash
mind. Yes,
Mountain.
the picture that Pam drew. Here we go.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Let me get this zoomed in here. Zap. There we go. All right. Zoom in. There we go. This is a great drawing, Pam.
Yeah, it's real pretty. Pam does a beautiful.
Check that out,
one
everybody.
with
Evangeline,
yeah,
Ray.
really nice.
Yeah, well done, Pam.
Very nice.
Yeah, love that.
Aw, so sweet. Look at Ray. How cute is he? That's adorable.
Well done.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
love
I just
that.
love this. Love the character. Yeah, this is beautiful work, Pam. You have such talent there. How
Let's
cute!
see. And then Brian
Just adorable.
sent his picture.
Mm-hmm. And Brian sent his picture of Splash Mountain. We want to be sure and get.
Zoom in here.
And get Brian's in there too.
There we go.
Yeah, there's Brian's picture.
8.
Coming over the falls.
That's fun.
That's neat. Yeah, that's a recent one too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a recent one. How cool.
Neat.
Yeah, just a classic picture there, guys. Probably one of the most popular, if not the most popular ride picture in Walt Disney World. Oh no worries, Pam. No worries. Yeah, very nice. Very nice picture. We appreciate you sharing that with us. For sure, you are so talented, Pam. I am in awe of people with musical and artistic talent. I wish I had gotten that. I can play some, but it's not a natural talent, and so yeah, that's fantastic. Love that. Best artist in the community. Just beautiful. And that character is he's just amazing.
So I, as a brief sidebar, and this is me shooting from the hip, let me go ahead and hold on a second. Give me a second. Disney. So I don't know who all in the community are interested in trading card games, but I've been into trading card games for quite some time now. Starting with Pokemon, and I briefly was into Yu-Gi-Oh there for a little bit, also in elementary school. Oh my goodness gracious, that's pretty good for pretty bad, Russ, depending on how you look at it. But a new trading card game called Disney Lorcana is coming to tabletops fall 2023, and we actually got some dates recently. It's an immersive trading card game. Apparently, it's going to have gameplay-wise. Apparently, we'll have similarities to Magic: The Gathering, which I've never played before. But anyway, I'm very, very excited about this. They just released more information today. So the first set they're putting out is Lorcana, the first chapter. So they're planning on releasing doing 4 releases a year. It says, as an Illuminator, you wield 6 magical inks to summon the glimmers of Disney characters. Glimmers can appear as familiar friends or in fantastically reimagined forms. Recruit glimmers to your team as you travel through the world of Lorcana. Disney Lorcana, the first chapter, releases September 2023. It will also be featured at Gen Con in Indianapolis, Indiana, which is a big gaming convention. Here are the products that they're going to be releasing. You've got Disney Lorcana, the first chapter, Illumineers Trove. You have the booster packs with featuring Elsa, the Brave Little Tailor, Mickey, and Maleficent. And then you have the Disney Lorcana, the first chapter starter decks, which you have one with like a Sorcerer Mickey, and then Moana, and the other one has
looks beautiful.
Oh yeah, it looks solid. So you have Aurora and Simba, which I'm absolutely pumped about. But yeah, it's looks really, really neat. I'm super excited about this. And so anyway,
now, is this is a new card game, William? This is not one that we've seen before.
Nope.
The artwork
Brand new.
is gorgeous.
So the first set is supposed to have over 200 cards in the set. So anyway, for all the cards in the set, it's supposed to be around 200. So looks really neat. Again, I've been more so into collecting cards versus actually playing the trading card game, which I've played them a little bit. I've played a few Pokemon trading card game matches before in the past, specifically mainly online. The TCGO is what it's called.
Right.
But looks really neat. They have a gift set with Mulan and Hades as another thing here.
Good to see you.
So it looks really, really cool. They're also going to be putting out play mats, which I've got this within arm's reach here. Play mat is, you can also kind of almost use it as like a keyboard, something to put your keyboard on top of. But this is my Charizard play mat here from the Pokemon Championship Regionals in Dallas in 2016, I think. December 2016. So that's this is what a playmat looks like. It's got a slip resistant material on the back,
very nice,
to hold everything into place. So they'll be putting out playmats for Maleficent, Maui, and Mickey Mouse. So they're doing portable card portfolios, which hold 64 cards as well as 8 oversized cards, which I think is really good because Pokemon likes to put out oversized cards in some of their products, but they don't have anything to they don't give you anything to put them in, so you just end up with these giant cards that are really neat looking but don't have any really good way to protect them, really keep them from getting scratched up or anything. So
Stacey's
I'm really
got a question for you.
Really excited about this. So they'll have it at Gen Con. They're going, another thing that I appreciate is they really want to target this at people who are actually going to play the TCG. The trading card game is what TCG stands for. And so I had and the way that they're going to really push that is they're going to, so they'll feature this, which I hate that I missed it at D23 this past year. This brave little Tailor Mickey that you see featured on this box here, they gave out a promo card of him for free at D23, which I'll zoom in on him. They gave out his promo card for free at D23. And then people turn around and have been selling them ever since on eBay for about $250, sometimes more.
Oh, wow.
And then people have been getting them graded, which, that's basically encasing them, checking the condition of the card and then selling them on eBay. And so they also sold a box that held box that holds 6 other promo cards, which was like Elsa, Maleficent, Captain Hook, Robin Hood, Stitch, and Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
And so anyway,
they have that one, Amy. Wow.
They sold that
Amy's
box.
got that card. Amy's got that card.
Oh my goodness! I'm so envious right now. I could be green with envy right now. So anyway, They gave the card out for free, and then people sold it for a decent amount of money on eBay. And I've been, as much as I hate to say it, because I hate to feed the reseller thing, but I've been real tempted to make the jump on getting one because if this game takes off, give it a few years, there's no telling what that card will be worth. Because it's got the D23 stamp and it's got first edition on it. So anyway, wow, I thought Will's eyes were coming through the screen. Yeah. So anyway, that is really cool, Amy.
Yeah, it's a beautiful card.
Yeah. And so
Really
anyway,
nice. I like it.
they sold a box for about $40 or $50. I can't remember. But they sold a box at D23 also at this specific booth. And anyway, the box sold for $40-$50, and people have been selling that thing for like $6,000 on eBay.
Oh,
like
gracious.
it's just plain crazy.
Yeah.
And so anyway, good. Let's see. Jeanette says, I was sitting on a ride with VP when a friend texted me, he was able to get him one, and he's so excited. Yeah. All right. So maybe I need to talk to VP. Maybe I need to talk with VP a little bit about this, but I'm really excited about this. I've been a fan of, the Pokemon trading card game for a long time. I would, and I would be willing to whittle down on some of that collection to get into this one. Just because obviously I love Disney a lot, and I'm just a fan of cards, and for me, there's an emotional connection, specifically with Pokemon cards, because that was, I always tried, to make good grades. I've always tried to make good grades over the years, but one of the things that my dad would do to kind of incentivize, getting good grades was if you came home with all A's whenever we go into town, then you can get, a pack of Pokemon cards. And so anyway, it gave me a little extra incentive to make sure that I did my best to get rewarded with Pokemon cards. So a little bit of sentimental value there. So anyway, but like I said, getting back to it, they're incentivizing, making sure that hopefully people who are actually going to play the games, like actually play the trading card game, will be able to get stuff. So they're starting with Gen Con is where they're going to start, I think, selling some of it. And then the next place they're rolling it out at is local card stores. And so before they roll it out to the big box retailers like Target, Walmart, so on and so forth, which I'm not even sure which ones they're going to roll it out to. But before they roll it out to all those, they're going to roll it out to the local card shops, which I think is brilliant.
Cool.
Which I think is brilliant, and I really appreciate them for doing it. Apparently, the people who have been charged with rolling this game out are people that have been, linked to the trading card, communities in the past and have run some of the tournaments and things like that. And so anyway, it sounds like this game is in very good hands. Obviously, they're, anytime you roll out trading cards, there are going to be people that get into it, and, they're only going to go for the dollar signs, and, they won't care or appreciate the artwork at all. They're just going to get into it, try to make a buck.
Just about money.
And so anyway, I'm really, really excited about this game. And again, it rolls out like mid-August to, so it rolls out at Gen Con. I'm not sure what the dates are for Gen Con there in Indianapolis, Indiana, that convention. But around, I think it's maybe August 18th or so, these will start rolling out at local card shops. And then they'll roll it out to the big box retailers starting in September. So really, really excited about this game. I would love to learn how to play. And so they keep, if you follow them on social media, they keep pushing out little bit of tidbits of information just to keep everybody's, interest engaged over time, because they're not ready to tell you, all the details yet. But they just keep feeding you enough to keep you interested. So really excited about this.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's gonna be, they're gonna make it nice. That's gonna be really, really fun to get into and see. See what the
I wanted to say, so one of the things to note was Each booster pack contains 12 randomized cards. You have 6 common cards, 3 uncommon cards, 2 rare, super rare, or legendary cards, and 1 foil card. I think that each booster having a foil card is a really nice touch because it's not that way with Pokemon. So I appreciate that you're going to have a holo, pretty much a holographic, if you will. At least 1 per pack is a really nice touch.
That's gonna be a lot of fun. I can see how how this. I mean, this is something that I could get into because I absolutely love the artwork, William, on your Pokemon cards. Now, Pokemon obviously something that I never did really get into, but I love the look of them. I could easily get into collecting them and playing just because I love the way they look. They're just really beautiful. And this is going to be Disney, so exciting.
I mean, they want to make a splash and they want to show that they're here to stay. And so
Jeanette, I'm going to have to follow them too on Twitter.
So really thrilled about this. It popped into my head. I want to make sure that we shared it. Again, I'm not sure who all out there are fans of trading cards or cards in general, but I'm really excited about it. If you can't tell.
Yeah. So that's Amy says she got hers at D23. I remember you saying something about that, Amy. I think I remember that. I don't. Yeah, that's ringing a bell with me.
Tina, I keep saying to myself, it's a trap. So my buddy Daryl was telling me that earlier because I was like, oh no. I was like, my wallet's already shaking at the mere prospect of this. And so anyway, he's like, trying to tell me all the things to dissuade me from all the reasons I shouldn't get into it. And I was like, I responded with him. I said, but when has that ever stopped me in the past?
Right. What is your point?
Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Just fun stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm glad you kind of in tune to that, William, because that's something that I have not picked up on. So that's exciting. It'll be pretty. And we'll have to, Jeanette said that she was following them on Twitter. I'll have to do the same thing.
Yeah, check them out.
As that information trickles out, we'll have to kind of stay on top of it. And we'll try to stay on top of it, and give you updates, here as they let information out here on Hitchhiker Chat. Well, I'm sure William will keep you posted. Yeah. There goes Wyatt's college fund.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness, probably so. Just remember how easy a house of cards falls.
That's funny.
Pam's, yeah.
Will, have you been on the Pavilion hunt in Pokemon Go? I've not. I've been trying to save postcards in Pokemon Go to get more scatterbugs to pop up. And I've not. I think I've only gotten 1 scatterbug so far. So, Vivillon, I think, or Vivillon. I'm not sure how to pronounce that butterfly looking Pokemon's name.
I'd say Pavilion.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I think it's really cool that it looks different based on the region that it's from. But anyway. Jeanette, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
We're going to shut up.
Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. I just realized what time it was. Let's see here. Sorry. Catching up on the notes here. Let's see. Channel news. So Mom visited the Stranger Things from Netflix, big hit show on Netflix. Visited the Stranger Things store at the Great Von Mills Mall a few weeks ago, and she posted a short this morning, which was a lot of fun. Check that out if you haven't already. Mom has an encounter with the Demogorgon, and lives to tell a tale in the short. So be sure to check that out. Lots of neat. They did a great job with this pop-up shop.
They did. Yeah, they did.
Have a good night, Pam. Y'all have a great night.
All right. Thanks so much.
Tomorrow.
Thanks for
have a good night, Amy.
Pam.
Thanks for being here.
Appreciate you. Thanks for sharing your artwork of Ray with us. That was
thank you very much. So let's see here. If let's see. Yeah, if there are ghost hosts would like to drop the link for Mom Stranger Things short, we'd appreciate it. Let's see. This Saturday, Mom has said that she is posting her Splash Mountain ride through video with Mikey and
gotta
Russ.
get it out there.
So, Russ of What in the World with Russ and Mike Wheeler, a couple of our ghost hosts.
And
be on the lookout for that video.
Yeah, we'll try to pull together all of our Splash Mountain footage. I have some footage when Kylie and I rode it, and whatever Williams got there, and we'll try to work that into some videos. We really need to get that out there in honor of Splash Mountain.
Next week on Hitchhiker Chat, we're going to try to go over all the new shows that are coming to Disney Plus for this year. Let you know what series and movies you need to watch or rewatch to get ready for everything lined up here. Let's see here. Announcements for the channel. Congratulations to the Moonlight Adventures on reaching 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Also, shout out to Dad Builds. Also, Chris Dad Builds. Also surpassing the 1,000 subscriber mark.
Bravo, Chris.
Yeah, very excited for y'all. There you go. Well done. Keep up the great work. Check out our partner channel, Monarch Moments. They go live Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Thanks, Debbie.
Fridays. Always a lot of fun. We love Garrett, Michelle, and Hannah and Gabe. Let's see. Check out Mark and Irene, Wonderful World of Walter. Lots of wonderful channels represented in the chat. So check out the other channels, each other's channels if you haven't already. Big shout out to Dean of the Live Place. Appreciate Dean for keeping up the liveplace.com. It's basically a website that's TV guide listing for family-friendly content and live streams channels. Check out Dean's YouTube channel, Dreamers Empire, and the Live Place. Let's see here. TubeBuddy, if you're a YouTube creator looking to grow your channel, use TubeBuddy. It tracks viewing trends, gives you suggested keywords for titles and tags. It helps you track channel data that helps you grow your channel. Basic version's free. We've got an affiliate link below. If you use it, we both get a free month.
Thanks,
if you have under 1,000 subs like we do, then the paid version is discounted. So that's nice. Then Stickermule. We have channel buttons, stickers, pins, magnets. And so if you're interested in anything like that, any sort of good quality, low cost promotional items, be sure to use our Stickermule link below. We both get a $10 credit for a future order. So thanks to everybody for being here. Thanks to those watching in ghost mode, those watching on the replay. Shout out to Lisa, Keith, and Joey of It's Joey's World, the captains of our team replay. Thank you to Aunt Julie and Aunt Susan. Thank you to Jillian, Kylie, and other family members for supporting us. Shout out to Mandy Adams, BDF, Dean the Turkey Lexter, Kenneth H., Jonathan Chung, Sebastian the Crab, Kevin Theme Park Adventure, Tina DCS, Monarch Moments, Stacy Rogers, Movie Mania Nick, Wonderful World of Walter's Dad Mark, Pam's Fam, Diz Our Dream, Mike Cabral, Mike Wheeler, Jane in Travels, Katie Mack, Mickey Sightings, Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure, Adventures by D, AJC Magic TV, Debbie Burnfield, Space Mountain Dave Cantrell, Elena K808, and What in the World with Russ. If I missed you, I apologize. I do the best I can to keep an eye on the chat and also, engage in the conversation here on screen and display the pictures and so on and so forth. So if I missed you, I apologize. Let me know so I can thank you properly for being here. You got a lot of ways you can spend your time on a Tuesday night, and we're blessed and thankfully you choose to spend it with us. So
absolutely,
we appreciate you being here. Thank you for your encouragement and support. Anything else you'd like to say, Mom?
I think that's it. I think we've covered it. We're sad to see Splash Mountain go, but we're excited, of course, about Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and looking forward to seeing some of our live streamers in there for the closing ceremonies of that ride. And we thanks for the memories to Walt Disney for bringing all those wonderful, those fantastic stories, the Tar Baby, the Briar Patch. Please don't throw me in the Briar Patch with all those fabulous, characters and themes and a moral to the story. They're just wonderful, parts of our childhood, and we appreciate it. So,
yeah.
And thanks for being here, y'all. We appreciate it so much. And if you have pictures of Splash Mountain, the outside, any kind of, anything, the ride photos, send them to us. We'll put them on next week. We absolutely love, to do that. We love pictures. So y'all send us, if you got a story, email it to us or whatever. But thanks, y'all, for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. All righty. Remember, at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there's always room for one more. So please
hurry back.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Have a zippity-doo all day.
Zippity
day.
My,
oh my, what a wonderful day.
Plenty of sunshine headed my way.